What you can learn from a mosquito about winning in your life and about winning in your goals. Interesting question. And there's a lot of things that you can learn from a mosquito if you study that animal closely. But one of the things that is related to the podcast of today is that the mosquito will be relentless in his goal of biting your ass. Yes, he will never stop. You can be playing games, video games in your room, tranquil, relax, and the mosquito will start. Bzzz, and you will say, "Go away, mosquito. I'm busy right now. I'm busy, okay? I am trying to rescue the princess. Go away. Stop it." The mosquito will fly away a little bit and you will continue playing your video games, and maybe a couple of seconds after, the mosquito will come back over your neck and you will say, "All right, that's it." And you may try to slap it, you may try to kill it, and you said, "All right, this is the final threat, mosquito. I will smash you, I will crush you if you put your nasty hands over my neck again." And you take the control back and you keep playing the video games. And the mosquito, what he will do? Well, he will slowly come back relentless. And he will come back. And then you may take a spray and spray it. And if you don't kill that mosquito, he will never stop. The mosquito has only one goal and is relentless in the pursuit of that goal. Now, how relentless are you in your life? How relentless are you in the significant goals that you set to everyone that you have, but the years pass, the month pass, the decades pass, and hey, where is the goal? Where is the result? In your dreams or in your reality? So, my friend, today in this podcast, you will become more like the mosquito and you will become relentless in your pursuits of life. And welcome to the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2. This is the most transformative podcast in the world with your mosquito like host, Dr. Derek Israel, and this is the episode 548. This is the relentless episode 548 of the Mastermind Podcast Challenge every Monday through Friday in the morning. Now, before we continue with the podcast of today, that will be very motivational, will be inspirational. You will feel recharged after the podcast of today. But hey, energy without direction, that's nothing. So it doesn't matter if you feel recharged after this episode, if you don't channel this energy towards something great, you did nothing by listening to this. You only entertain yourself. So before we begin officially, I just want to remind you that I'm about to launch Terapia con Derek, Therapy with Derek, my first book. And now it's so tangible. We are a couple of days away from the launch. I have been a little bit away from social media because when I have a big, massive project as like this one, I want to go all in and I like to focus all in because there's so many details. And I am also taking care of all the details of the project. Me and my wife, we are working everything mostly of the project because I am not just only writing a book, you know, I am building a publishing company. So when you have a product and you are really passionate about the product, don't only launch the product, launch a business that can create those type of products, consistently. That is the way. At least that is my commercial perspective. So that's why I am like delaying a little bit the launch, but it's because I am building something greater than the book. Anyways, when the book comes out, be sure that you grab your copy. I don't want you to miss out the best book in the world. At least in my perspective, you will compare it to other ones and you will say, so what is to be relentless? This is a word that I have been using a lot lately and meditating a lot lately, because for me to be relentless is to be continuous in your goals pursuit, is to be constant, but not only constant, not only continuous, is fierce, is to be continuous with ferocity, is to be continuous with intensity. A lot of people, they are very intense for some time, maybe for some days. They are very extreme, but then their stamina runs out and they are like, oh, I cannot do it anymore. That is not to be relentless. That is to be impulsive, and that is to be intense for a couple of days. It is the same as that guy that have this massive erection in his sexual intercourse, and he's into you. Maybe you're a woman or a homosexual man, and he's into you, right, very intensely for 30 seconds. For only 30 seconds, and you was, oh my gosh, he's a beast. But for only 30 seconds, that is not a good investment, right? I suppose. When we are talking about being relentless, we are talking about the guy that he have this massive erection, massive intensity, and he can go forever. He will never orgasm, and he will never quit. You need to run away from the bed, because that guy, he's a sexual god. That is to be relentless. It is not only about being continuous, it's about to be extreme. So in the other side, there's people that are continuous, very constant, very fixed, very disciplined, with a lot of tenacity, with a lot of patience. But they lack that drive, that deepness of power that is required to be relentless. So it's not about going back every day and showing up. And I have a shortcast that is called Show Up. It's only like 5 or 6 minutes. It's an amazing episode. Just search on my YouTube, Show Up Mastermind Podcast. Show Up. It is not only about showing up. Showing up is perfect. Showing up is mandatory. You need to show up every day to your goals, to your plan. to your constitution, to your policy. But it's about showing up relentless, like the mosquito. You are not going anywhere until you win. Now, do you have this mindset? Do you have this mindset? Do you have this mindset when you go to the gym? Or you go like, oh man, all right, I will do a couple of exercises and that's it. And I will take the Instagram photo. That is the classic, right? You spend more time in your cell phone than in the gym, than in actually doing the exercises. Well, that is not to be relentless. Are you relentless in your business? Looking for customers, looking for new eyeballs, looking for new prospects, launching new products, launching new services. Are you relentless with that? Are you relentless with your research, with your reading? How many books have you read in 2022? We are in May. Like 5 months have passed. How many books? 1, 3, 5, 0? Are you relentless with your intellectual expansion? How relentless are you with your art? You know, a person that is relentless with his art become prolific. And I have an episode that is called How to Be Prolific, if I am not mistaken, if you want to search that out. But to be prolific is to be able to reproduce and again 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 and again, not only good pieces, that can be that can do it everyone, but masterpieces, masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece, relentlessly. And I have an episode about how to create a masterpiece if you're an artist. And I also have another episode that I called the magnum corpus. Is how to create a body of masterpiece interconnected in your whole career. So the masterpiece episode, it is called the magnum opus. Mastermind podcast, magnum opus, masterpieces. And the magnum corpus is the other one. So if you're an artist, you need to check that out. But to be relentless is to never cease acting, to be more than persistent, to be more than patient, to be more than ferocious, is to be everything together and never stop. So you may ask, okay, Derek, that sounds cool, but why? Why I would want to be like that? That sounds horrible. That sounds like a very crazy life to me. You know, I'm a cool guy. You know, Derek, I am a, uh, I'm a low key type of guy. That sounds kind of extreme. Yes, yes, it is extreme. Your life purpose should be extreme. Your ultimate vision should be extreme. If you are not taking, oh my God, after you visualize your final goal in life, man, you are thinking little. Like Donald Trump says, if you are thinking anyway, why don't you think big? So when we want to be relentless, we need to be relentless towards something big. It will not make sense to go for something little. You are more than that. You know it. You are born, you are alive. You are a stupendous human being. You may have a little bit of a low self-esteem and blah, blah, blah. Stop that shit, man. You are stupendous. You are magnificent. You are luminosity. You are light. You want to be relentless because this is the only way you will achieve great things in your life. Things that are remarkable, not ordinary. Folks, I am not talking about ordinary things. For ordinary results, you only need an ordinary drive. You can go, 5 days a week, 8 hours per day, and you can dedicate to that and you will achieve it. But when I'm talking about your life purpose, when I'm talking about a big macro vision that no one can give to you, only you can create for yourself. This vision that you have for the life of your dreams, this vision that you have for the whole world, for the whole multiverse, no one can give it to you. This is something that you need to self-engineer. And after you have clarity about it, then you need to go relentless in your pursuit. You don't need to ask permission. You don't need to ask for forgiveness. You don't even need to ask for support. You will need support, but that comes, during your journey. The first steps are you alone. So how you may become relentless? Never stopping, never quitting, going back after back after back and again 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 until you overwhelm reality. Until you overwhelm reality. So the first point to become relentless is that you need to be more perpetual than the ultimate perpetual machine. So now I know this sounds big. This sounds confusing. Let me explain. For this idea, for you to catch the wholeness of this idea, you need to listen to 3 episodes. One of them, it is called You Are the Ultimate, You Are the Perpetual Motion Machine. I think that is becoming the most important episode of the whole Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2, because it's the episode that I most refer in my other episodes. So listen to that one. You Are the Perpetual Motion Machine. The second episode is The Science of Transcending Resistance. The Science of Transcending Resistance. And the third one, it is called Authenticity, How to Move Forever. Authenticity, How to Move Forever. Something like that. You will find it if you go to my, Spotify station or YouTube channel. See, if you listen to those 3, you will learn and you will understand with more context and deepness this idea. But what is the ultimate perpetual motion machine, right? It's reality. Reality will go forever. You may sleep and reality will continue going on. You may be awake and reality is still here. You may die and reality will be pushing itself further. Reality will never stop. Just look in a street or maybe in a highway, the cars never stop. I live very near a highway. Like back of my apartment, there's a highway in Arizona. And I am in the balcony just reflecting or reading or meditating. I am looking to the highway and I see the cars, maybe 3 a.m. And because it's a very principal highway, the cars never stop. It's like always moving, always moving. And I think, oh man, reality, this is the perpetual motion machine. There is nothing that I can do right now for me to stop that movement. That is so beautiful. Because you may say, oh, Derek, but those are cars. That's crazy. Yes, those are cars. But that also applies to animals. They will continue evolving, they will continue moving, they will continue coming at you. Plants, bacteria, viruses, ideas, art, social media. Evolution will continue, always moving. This is perpetual, this is eternal. And if you want to overwhelm that, because that is also what is bringing resistance to your goals, notice you are trying to conquer reality slash yourself slash your consciousness, because your consciousness is not separated from reality. Reality is going because you are looking at it. But even if you don't look at it, it continue going because you are going nowhere. Space that is interconnected with time, and time is a thing that we don't know how it works. So it's like it's a very difficult topic what I'm trying to explain here, but what I'm trying to say is that although reality is infinitely interconnected with your consciousness, even if you're not conscious, reality will continue moving forward. It will continue to evolve. Even if you are not looking, although we know if only, this is a very difficult. Although we know that when we look, we, we create reality. But even if we are not looking to that specific reality and we are looking to other place, like we close our eyes, notice the darkness inside your eyes continues to move. It is not static. You will see some stuff because nothing is static. Always reality is moving perpetually. So if you want to overwhelm this reality in order to conquer your dreams, in order to break the resistance of reality, you need to be more than perpetual. You need to be more than eternal, more than infinite. And you may say, how the hell I do it? I don't know, man. You need to find out for yourself. And remember, also, this is an utopia. This is an ideal. This is a motivational nucleus for your psyche. Oh, it is it is expected that some in some moment you will collapse if you try to go against reality. But at least you are trying hard enough. You are pushing yourself. Most people, they don't want even to sweat. And I am asking you, you need to become more infinite than reality itself. Because if you want to beat reality, and notice reality in this metaphor, reality is like the villain of your movie. Reality is the thing that is moving in a way that is not giving you your goals. Reality is resisting. Reality is resistance. Never forget that. Reality is what resists your spirit. Your spirit have a certain intention, but reality resisted. So you need to continue relentlessly, bam, bam, every day, every second, with extreme intensity, all the way, all the way, without stopping, forever, until you become more relentless than reality itself. And when you become more relentless than reality itself, then you break the code and something in reality do like a crack. And when reality cracks, it's like reality can push a newborn for you, a newborn possibility for you. It's like you impregnated reality with your will, with your tenacity. This is a very powerful mindset. This is not for small thinkers. You need to overwhelm reality. You need to melt reality with the power of your consciousness and your will. But for doing this, you need to subtract energy from the right sources, because if you want to become ideally, right? This is ideal, this is not possible practically, but this is an ideal. If you want to become more perpetual than reality itself, then you need the best sources of energy. This energy, you cannot take it from eating candy, from drinking Coca-Cola, from taking Adderall, from sniffing cocaine, or drinking 20 cups of coffee per day. This type of energy needs to become from divine sources, what I call divine constitutional values. And I have an episode that is called Divine Constitutional Values. Search that because it will change your life. And in that episode, I gave you a list of the values that I consider most divine for me. And I asked you, hey, you need to find your own, because these constitutional values are so powerful that they can bring you infinite energy if you know how to handle them. What are these values? Well, let me just give you a couple of them. Love. Just notice how love can be a source of infinite energy. If you love what you are doing, you can go forever. You can be relentless. So many people has asked me, Derek, you have almost 600 episodes. When you are going to stop this podcast? And I say, probably never, because I will be relentless. I want am and I am overwhelming reality. I am telling reality. I don't know how many supporters do I have. I don't care how many of those supporters will become clients. What I know is that I will come here every day and I will upload an episode and I will be relentless. The day can be raining, the day can be shining, the internet may be off, my daughter may be crying. I don't care. I will be relentless. I will be here if I have the health to do it. I have done some episodes that I don't have even voice. Just go to my YouTube channel and search for the pig spiritual animal episode. Spiritual Animal, the Pig. It's a good episode, but I didn't have voice. So I was talking like, so the pig, the pig is a crazy animal. That is the worst podcast that I have ever done in my life. I don't know if someone will listen to that in the entirely. But you know what? I overwhelmed reality. Reality was resisting that day. Reality was giving me a great obstacle that day in my throat, but I overcame that obstacle with tenacity by being relentless. So I did it because I know that this podcast is an essential part of my life purpose. So life purpose is a source of energy for me. And that is a very sustainable one. That is not coffee. Life purpose, it is not a chemical in my body. Life purpose is inspiration. And when I have inspiration, my consciousness is vitalized by spirit. And when my consciousness is vitalized by spirit, I can dance the flow of art, the flow of love, the flow of the performance. So you need to look for those nucleus and sources of energy that will work for you to overcome reality, to overwhelm relentlessly reality in whatever that you determine in your life that you will conquer. What are those? What are those sources of energy for you? Maybe for you will be overcoming yourself. Well, fuse with that, merge with that. Maybe for you will be that you value art. Well, go with art, but be relentless. Connect with those values and let them guide you in your perpetual movement. Also, you need to be extreme, lethal, and fierce. A lot of people have kind of a misunderstanding about compassion. They are like, oh, Derek, I don't know about being lethal. That sounds too extreme for me. And I'm awake, I am compassionate. I want to be kind. Yes, you can be kind and lethal at the same time. You can be extreme and compassionate at the same time. But if you go to places low energy, you will manifest low results because results are only an effect. But the cause, that is the whole mechanism. You need to bring energy to the cause. You need to be the cause, and the cause must be energetic. So if you notice my podcast, you notice that I always try to come here extreme, lethal, and fierce. Not every day I achieve it. Some days I am a little bit more low energy. That's normal. We have moods, we have emotions, but at least I have the disposition of every day trying to hack my mind to be here with the most vibrant, potent manifestation of my soul in this podcast. So I don't want you low key in your life, man. Stop being that. What I mean by low key is like whatever, kind of indifferent, kind of not giving your best. If you are doing anything at all, why are not you doing your best, your absolute all? Why are you not giving everything that you got in the court? Uh, life fortune favors the bold. Never forget that. Fortune favors the bold. And we can say fortune favors the relentless. Someday, reality will say, okay, man, I surrender. Here, you have what you wanted. But until that day, you need to keep relentless. And even when that day come, you cannot say, yay, I got it. And that's it. No, Remember that the enemy of success is success. When you are successful, you have a problem because you can get weak, you can get sloppy, you can get conformed. Your drive needs to go up in proportion to your success. More success, more drive is a very positive kind of toxic cycle. Yes, be toxic. Be toxic. To be relentless, sometimes you will be toxic. Sometimes you will be obsessive, neurotic, all over the place. Like so many people, and I have told you this before, so many people told me, oh, Derek, I like you, but You are all over the place. Yes, I am all over the place because I am relentless. I know what I want. I have clarity. I am not stopping. I will be perpetual. I'm fucking all in. And I will be all over the place, everywhere, every time until my last breath. Do you understand what is the new standard in your life? We are not going to be slow in this challenge anymore, in this podcast anymore. I am asking you to become supernatural. I am asking you to become a beast. I am tired of having students listening to this for years and doing nothing about it. No change of habits, no change of purpose, no change of attitude, no change of energy. What the hell you are doing? Every episode must be a conclusion for you. Every episode must be a sentence for you, a new horizon for you. And this new horizon is that you need to become relentless. If you don't think that you can do this, let me tell you something. You will deprive the world from an awesome human being that you are. Because you may say, oh, Derek, you are so awesome. I am just relentless. Awesome, we are all awesome. But we are not all relentless to show the world how awesome we are. I am just showing what I am, but you are awesome as well. But you are not showing because you are not relentless and because you surrender after the resistance of reality. Also, you need to be willing to die before stopping. Folks, I am willing to die before I stop. I am willing, and I told my parents one day, I am willing to remove a relationship if you don't want me to continue doing videos. It's like they never said to me to stop doing videos, but they were not too supportive at first. They were not too supportive. For them, this was like a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. And I said to them, I love you guys, but if you don't want, if you will not support this, bye bye. Bye bye. As I said to you in the shortcast, you need to eat your, sorry, I think that I haven't done that shortcast. Sorry, spoiler. Yes, but I will do a shortcast about that you need to eat your parents. But the shortcast that I did is that you need to live as if your parents were dead. And that is the title. Live as if your parents were dead. It's a very short episode. Watch it if you have struggled with your family. But I'm not stopping for no one. I have told my wife before, baby, this is my life. If you want this extreme, relentless life, I will love you. If not, you can go away. And I love her, but that is what I did. And I still do it, and I will do it until the end. No stopping, relentless, obsessive, crazy. You need to become crazy. Yes, yes, I am the psychologist that is crazy. Perfect. Let's go. Let's build something big with this craziness. Do you understand? I will not stop for my daughter. Mm-mm. She is her own. She is her own. I am my own. I am not stopping for no one. I may become sick tomorrow, cancer, diabetes, whatever, and I will not stop until I die. And I want you to do the same, because until you die, you have possibility. Until you die, you have a chance. You have a turn in the bat. You have a will. What you don't have is direction. So focus on the direction first. Establish very solid that life purpose. Take my life purpose course. I have it on Spanish, and in the next week, I will be launching on English the translation finally of that course. Go to derekestrada.com and go to that course. You need the direction. Once you know the direction, go all in, relentless, without stopping. I don't care what happened in the way, you just keep going. And so many people will say, you need to become flexible. You know, yes. You need to take into consideration the variables that will happen in the way that you cannot control, and they can change your plans. Oh, yeah. You need to be aware. Shut up. Those people, they never win big in life. You will never hear a billionaire. You will never hear a guy or a woman that is actually accomplishing something substantial in the world telling you that advice. Those advice only are told by people that sucks. That's the reality of it. And if this life you even suck or you hit big. That's my opinion. Also, you need to face the infinite number of problems that reality will show with an infinite number of solutions. Becoming relentless, it doesn't mean that you will become effective. Let me repeat this, it's very important. Becoming relentless, it doesn't mean necessarily that you will be effective. For you to be effective, you need to have good solutions to the infinite number of problems. But this is a mindset. And this is a very, very simple mindset, folks. There is a problem, there is a solution. That's it. Oh, you are so advanced. No, I am not. This is the most simple truth ever. There is a problem, there is a solution. That's it. But you are so over focused on the problem that you are missing the solutions. No, 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 no. When you are becoming relentless, you cannot stop and think when you are in your pursuit for your goals, for the thing that you want to overwhelm reality to drop that resistance and to conquer your destiny. You cannot think, you cannot stop and think, what is the solution for this problem? You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You need to keep running, finding solutions with dexterity. And you may say, Derek, how I can find more solutions? Well, try more things. Because if you try more things in your life, you will have more problems, bigger problems that will demand more solutions, bigger solutions in your life. Try more stuff. Get expansive. Don't play little. Are you just not tired of playing little in your life? And then telling yourself, I know that I have, so many potential. Potential sucks. Potential sucks. Actuality. Give me what is actual. What are you actualizing in your life? What are you materializing in your life? What are you making concrete, tangible? Tell me about that. Infinite number of problems, infinite number of solutions. That is the mindset that I want you to establish in your soul, in your integrity. This is about integrity, folks. Becoming relentless and overwhelming resistance and reality is about your integrity. Also, you need to understand that the power is not in the now, the power is in the forever. The power is not in the now, the power is in the forever. It is not about what you do now only, it's what you do always. It's what you do always. Because the now is perpetual and the now will extend forever. But you need to make sure that forever you are conquering every present moment. Every present moment. Relentless, persistent, patience or patient. And you need to understand that you will lose today. Yes, you will lose today. But you will come back tomorrow stronger than ever, forever. You can take an L today. You can take a lose today. And every day when you are relentless and when you are trying to go big in your life, every day is a lose. Every day. Every day you fall short because you are trying to accomplish an extraordinary thing in your life that, you know, yes, you will fall short sometimes, mostly every day. But you need to understand that tomorrow is a new day, and with a new day comes, Roosevelt said, with a new day comes new thoughts, new energy, and you can go back again, and you can push again the next day and the next day, and you have another opportunity. And this is life, man, and this is awesome. You have 100 years, maybe, of awesomeness, of relentless pursuit of your dreams. And this is happiness. This is not attachment. This is not a pursuit that I need. I need. If not, I am not happy. No, 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 no. This is more like, yeah, this is so awesome that I cannot stop. Yeah, I'm running, running. I will never stop. That is the energy. You are not needing something from reality. Reality needs something from you. You are not taking something from reality. You are giving something to reality from your depth. You are so grateful with existence that you don't stop because you are so grateful. You are so in love. You are so mesmerized with everything that is. Oh my God, you are so amazed that you never stop, my friend. You never stop. And that is to be relentless. Become the mosquito. That it doesn't matter what the resistance of life, resistance in his perspective is you. You are the resistance. It doesn't matter what the resistance do. You can, scream at the mosquito, yell at the mosquito, spray the mosquito, do whatever with spit to the mosquito, whatever. You can do whatever. The mosquito is coming back. Baby, you are the mosquito and you are fucking coming back every day. Relentless. This was your Dr. Derek Israel. This is the most transformative podcast in the world. The Mastermind Podcast. Remember to give me your comments down in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Also, remember to share this in your social media. Every share is very good for us to spread this positive, energetic message. So share it with your friends, share it in your socials. Also, remember that we are on Patreon. And by being on Patreon, you can receive exclusive content of this Dr. El Papacito of Puerto Rico. And you may only donate $5 per month. With $5 per month that you donate to us to continue this work, transforming thousands of lives for free, well, you can receive exclusive content. So go to the link below, become a Patreon supporter. I will really appreciate that. And also remember that we have a chat on Telegram for the people that are doing relentlessly this podcast and practicing everything that I'm teaching. People that are serious about this work, we are reunited in the Telegram free exclusive group. The link is in the description. Join us today. And finally, remember that I'm about to launch Terapia con Derek, Therapy with Derek, the book. Grab your copy and visit derekisrael.com. There you will find everything, the store, you will find the coaching with me, the consulting, the books, the courses, all the projects, the podcasts, the videos, everything that you need from your doctor, Derek Israel, you can encounter in derekisrael.com. Remember, be the